Fourth laboratory activity, digital signal amplitude transformation. This experiment helped us to understand how amplification, attenuation, and inversions affect the shape and behavior of digital. The main objective of this activity is to create a discrete signal and apply amplitude transformation. This transformation will help to simulate what happens when we adjust volume, gain, or signal power in real-world systems like audio amplifiers or communication transmitters. Just like the other laboratory, we import NumPy as it helps us to perform numerical operations and handle arrays. We also import Matplotlib to use to plot the crops of our signal. This line will generate our discrete time signal, which is just a signal made up of individual points rather than a smooth, continuous line. The variable n represents the sample points, starting from 0 up to 19, which a step of 1. This means we are working with 20 discrete values. Then, we define our signal. It determines the frequency of the sine wave in radians. Multiplying it by n means that every sample, the sine values changes based on its position. So this line creates a sine wave with some. This line will help to visualize the signal we use. We use these functions. The stamp function is used for discrete signals, showing each sample as a vertical line with a marker at the top or the kind of lollipops. In the command PLT, it plots our signal's values against the sample numbers with a black baseline. These lines and the tidal axis and the grid to make the plot easier to read. When we run this, we will see a set of vertical lines representing the original sine wave sampled in this. This is the main part where amplitude transformation happens. First, amplification. It's used when you want to make a weak signal stronger. For attenuation, it's used to lower signal strength or control volume. And for inversion, it represents a 180 phase shift. Here, we plot the three modified signals. First, the amplified signals. It appears taller than the original, which is like the volume was turned up. The second subplot shows the attenuated signal, which is shorter because we lower the volume or reduce the power. The third subplot shows the inverted signals, which is flipped upside down. This command used for prevents overlapping styles, and this command used for display the final graph. Together, these plots clearly shows how amplitude transformation change a signal's appearance while keeping its frequency and timing the same. When we look at the output, we notice that the time spacing between samples stays exactly the same because the amplitude transformation doesn't affect timing but only has. To sum up this activity, this taught us how to perform and visualize amplitude transformation using Python. We learned that by simply multiplying the signal by different constants, we can amplify, attenuate,